Public life often brings emotional stories into the spotlight, especially when well-known personalities face personal hardship. This narrative focuses on Jenna Hager and her close professional and personal connection with colleagues who have experienced profound loss and health challenges. It reflects how deeply human experiences such as grief, illness, resilience, and friendship can unfold even within the structured world of television. Rather than focusing on sensational details, the story highlights emotional strength, support systems, and the way public figures navigate private struggles while continuing their professional responsibilities. It also shows how audiences connect with authenticity, especially when individuals share vulnerability and compassion openly. Through shared moments of grief and recovery, this account becomes less about headlines and more about human connection. It reveals how relationships built on trust and empathy can grow stronger during life's most difficult seasons, offering comfort not only to those directly involved, but also to viewers who find meaning in their honesty. A public figure known for authentic connection, Jenna Hager has become widely recognized for her warm and relatable presence in media. Her career has been shaped by a consistent focus on honesty, openness, and storytelling that reflects real life rather than curated perfection. Over time, she has built a reputation as someone who brings emotional intelligence and sincerity into public conversations. This authenticity has allowed audiences to feel a personal connection with her, as she often shares reflections about family life, parenting, and emotional experiences. Rather than presenting a distant celebrity image, she communicates in a way that feels grounded and familiar. This approach has helped her stand out in a competitive media landscape where relatability is often valued as much as expertise. Because of this strong connection with viewers, any emotional or personal development in her life naturally draws attention and empathy. Her ability to remain genuine while navigating public expectations demonstrates a balance between professionalism and humanity that resonates deeply with audiences. A close friendship, tested by life's challenges. Within her professional environment, Jenna Hager developed meaningful relationships with colleagues over time, including strong bonds built on shared experiences and mutual respect. One such friendship became particularly significant during a period marked by illness and loss within the broader circle of colleagues. When a fellow broadcaster stepped away from public duties to focus on family health matters, it reflected the reality that personal life sometimes requires full attention and distance from work. As time passed, the seriousness of the situation became clearer, leading to widespread sympathy and emotional responses from both colleagues and audiences. The eventual loss experienced by the family deeply affected those close to them, especially individuals who had built personal friendships beyond the workplace. For Jenna, this moment represented not just a professional challenge but an emotional one, as it involved supporting someone she cared about during an extremely difficult time. This shared experience strengthened their bond, highlighting how friendship can become a source of comfort during periods of grief and uncertainty. The impact of loss and shared grief. Experiencing loss within a close circle can have a profound emotional impact, especially when it involves individuals who are publicly recognized. The passing of a loved one within the professional community created a wave of sorrow that extended beyond personal relationships and reached audiences who had followed their journey. For those directly involved, including Jenna Hager and her colleague, this moment represented a deeply emotional chapter filled with reflection and compassion. Grief, in this context, was not only a private experience but also something shared indirectly with viewers who felt connected to the individuals involved. Public acknowledgement of loss allowed for collective mourning, where messages of support and remembrance became a source of comfort. This shared emotional experience highlighted the importance of empathy in public discourse. It also emphasized how grief, while deeply personal, can create a sense of unity when expressed with honesty and care. Through this experience, the importance of emotional support systems became even more evident. Returning to public life after personal hardship. After experiencing significant personal challenges, returning to public-facing work requires strength and adjustment. For individuals in media, this transition is often visible to audiences, who may notice changes in tone, presence, or emotional expression. In this situation, the return of a colleague following a period of grief was marked by sensitivity and support from those around them. Jenna Hager played an important role in creating a welcoming environment, ensuring that the transition back into work felt respectful and compassionate. This type of return is not simply about resuming professional duties, but also about navigating emotional recovery while reconnecting with a public audience. The process often involves balancing vulnerability with professionalism, allowing space for healing while continuing responsibilities. Such moments remind viewers that public figures are also individuals who experience the same emotional challenges as anyone else. The ability to return to work under such circumstances reflects resilience and the importance of supportive relationships in professional environments. The role of friendship in healing and support. Friendship plays a crucial role during periods of emotional difficulty, offering stability, understanding, and encouragement. In this story, the bond between colleagues became a source of strength during a time of grief and adjustment. Rather than treating the situation as purely professional, the relationship extended into personal support, demonstrating the depth of their connection. Acts of kindness, emotional presence, and continued communication helped create a sense of comfort during uncertain times. This support also allowed space for healing, reminding those involved that they were not facing challenges alone. Friendships like this often become more meaningful during hardship, as they reveal the importance of trust and shared understanding. In professional environments where public visibility adds pressure, having supportive relationships can make a significant difference in emotional well-being. The story reflects how genuine friendship can provide grounding during life's most difficult moments, helping individuals move forward while honoring their emotional experiences and personal journeys. Public response and emotional connection. Audiences often form strong emotional connections with public figures they see regularly, especially when those individuals share personal stories openly. In this case, viewers responded with compassion, sending messages of support and sharing their own experiences with loss and illness. This collective response demonstrated how media personalities can create meaningful emotional bridges with their audience. People felt connected not only to the events being shared, but also to the emotions behind them. This sense of shared experience transformed the situation into something larger than individual circumstance. It became a moment of collective empathy, where viewers expressed solidarity and understanding. At the same time, many emphasized the importance of respecting privacy and allowing individuals space to process personal challenges. This balance between public interest and personal boundaries is essential in maintaining respectful engagement. The overall reaction highlighted the positive potential of audience connection when it is rooted in compassion rather than speculation. Strength through vulnerability and honesty. One of the most powerful aspects of this story is the role of vulnerability in building strength. Rather than avoiding difficult conversations, those involved chose to acknowledge emotional reality with honesty and openness. This approach allowed for genuine connection with audiences and created space for shared understanding. Vulnerability in this context is not a weakness but a form of courage that allows individuals to express truthfully what they are experiencing. It also encourages others to feel less isolated in their own struggles. By showing emotion and speaking openly about challenges, public figures can normalize conversations around grief and resilience. This honesty helps break down barriers between public personas and real human experience. It reinforces the idea that strength is not defined by the absence of difficulty, but by the ability to move through it with authenticity and support. These moments of openness often leave a lasting impact on audiences who value sincerity, a continuing journey of resilience and connection. As time moves forward, the story continues to evolve through ongoing experiences, relationships, and professional commitments. What remains constant is the importance of resilience, empathy, and human connection. Those involved continue to navigate life with a deeper understanding of both personal strength and emotional support systems. Their journey reflects the reality that healing and growth are not linear, but unfold gradually through shared experiences and time. Audiences remain engaged not because of sensational developments, but because of the authenticity and emotional depth behind the story. It serves as a reminder that behind every public figure is a private life filled with complex emotions, relationships, and personal challenges. Ultimately, this narrative emphasizes that compassion and understanding are essential when engaging with stories of real people. It highlights how resilience is built through connection, and how even in moments of difficulty, individuals can find meaning, support, and renewed strength.